You know what's going to be cool is now we're going to be able to do the thing that we've been wanting to do, where we can rent that space out.
Yep.
You know, and
Finally.
we can rent the space out. Brands that want in can, I think we were even talking about doing some monthly rates.
Yep.
For brands that want to do content. We're going to continue to do this content. We're going to continue to do crypto focused stuff, tech stuff. I'm also probably going to use it for a couple other projects. I think that you also might.
Yeah, 100%.
It's going to be dope. So one of the reasons I'm talking about it is because I'm hoping that people that are listening that are interested in getting studio time know that this is going to be available to them.
Yeah, available to anybody that wants to come and use it. You pay probably an hourly rate, depending on what it is you're doing.
Maybe 3-hour chunks or something.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
And we'll have it all set up so where it's like you come in, you plug in your flash drive or whatever you want your files to come to. Yeah. And everything else is automated.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you just come in, you get it all, get all your raw files, go home, do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
I wonder if I'm sure in the future we'll probably offer some different editing services and stuff. I think it would make sense, especially in like a co-working space. Yeah. Where it's like we might as well build that little business.
It's a good
plan
revenue
out.
stream too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Do you remember that time at Cryptopia, the second Cryptopia, when we rolled in and everybody was using our podcast stuff, using our mics?
Dude, giddy. And so no hate on you guys, but damn.
I'm wearing giddy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You got the shirt on right there. That was, I don't know, dude. We walked in. Well, not only that, but did you know, like, the whole scene was messed up for the rest of the night.
Right, they moved all the cameras.
They moved all the well, not even that. They moved all the cameras. For some reason, the deck.
Yeah,
the deck stopped working, or the dock. Sorry, the dock stopped working. It was just, I was like, dude, you got to be kidding me.
So funny. So moving forward, Giddy, call us. We got a studio.
You guys are more than welcome to use it now. Now we've got something that you can.
We got a place.
Take advantage of.
It's so funny. Yeah, so that's been on my mind. I'm looking forward to getting that up there. I think that we can get a lot of people have things to say, you know. And there's so many brands here that have stuff that they want to do. I think that even the way that some of the community calls have gone for some of these brands would be better served as little episodes instead of live streams, unless they're like specifically doing Q&As with the community, then it makes sense to, but like otherwise if they're just doing content, like come upstairs, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
We got you.
Well, I mean, yeah, even the what would you call them, the product team came in and did some videos with Tyler and Daniel and them. Daniel managed it, and because Daniel's helped me with this a couple times, remember when we were starting out. So he's pretty good with it. But yeah, they came in and filmed some content, which was good. I was going to bring this one up because I thought it was kind of interesting.
Okay, let's do it.
You know my favorite little Instagram account.
Yes, I do.
Crypto Dreams.
Crypto Dreams.
Yep.
Yeah.
They may as well start paying me.
Yeah.
As if we have a huge following here, but you know. They posted the other day, or not even the other day, 23 hours ago, and I thought it was kind of interesting. The unknown Bitcoin whale wallet that accumulated more than $3 billion in 3 months is owned by Robinhood. Oh, so a couple days ago they posted some random wallet just accumulated $3 billion worth of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Right, and I was like, whoa, who's that?
Interesting.
And then I guess now they just barely posted and said it was Robinhood that actually went in and purchased it.
So is that Robinhood holding, or is that, so like for instance, Coinbase, everything that comes into Coinbase comes into one wallet?
I'm reading the second part right here. Okay. Robinhood Exchange.
Okay.
It's the exchange.
So that's their exchange wallet. How much did they have before?
I have no idea. I wish that this account gave a little more depth.
Yeah.
But everything's pretty surface level.
Interesting.
It's all like up to interpretation, right? But
maybe we should start taking these Crypto Dreams episodes or posts and like doing a deep
dive on each of those. Yeah, because they are a little more. They're really good, like news titles.
Yeah.
Right. Because it's like, check this out. Yeah. Really big numbers. This person just bought $3 billion of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And so is that, what do you think this is though? Do you think this is like the lead up to the ETF that BlackRock's shooting for, or?
So
it feels like everybody's trying to get invested.
Right. Well, so here's what's interesting. For the last little bit, most whales have been pulling their holdings out of exchanges. People aren't selling their crypto. They're not selling their Bitcoin, but they're putting it into other wallets that aren't in Coinbase, for instance. Coinbase had a bunch of money move out of it, but it didn't cause the price of Bitcoin to drop because they're still holding, right? It's a hodl whale.
They're a hodler.
When something like this happens, when Robinhood has a bunch of Bitcoin show up like this, and that's why I'm curious how much they had before and how quickly this has risen, it usually signals that people are starting to want to move their crypto back in, like get rid of it. People are probably going to be dumping, or that would be my guess, is that we're going to start to see Robinhood trade a bunch, and we might see Bitcoin drop.
Okay,
we'll see what happens.
So to somebody that doesn't know a whole lot about these markets, I would have thought the opposite.
Right. Well, and so the thing is, it's good for Robinhood because they're about to make a ton on transaction fees, right? Mm-hmm. I actually don't know how exchanges do gas, so I want to look into that. But yeah, I assume that my guess is that that people are moving their coin in so that they can start to sell it off.
Yeah.
Or use it for maybe they're bringing it in for gas to buy more. We'll see what happens, but
makes sense.
I'd like to follow this and see what happens.
Yeah, it's kind of a.
I'm also curious if it's only Robinhood that's seeing an influx, or Binance, Coinbase, anybody else is also seeing
I'm sure they are.
The other question is, Robinhood doesn't currently have any SEC stuff going on, right?
Yeah, they don't. I don't think so.
I wonder if that's the other thing, is people are just feeling like it's safer to put into Robinhood because they're already done with all the red tape for trading, right? They've done all the.
They've gone through all their drama.
Securities, genuinely they've been.
I've noticed that a lot of these like bigger exchanges that are just
stocks.
Traditional stocks are now trading a lot of like Bitcoin assets, which is or crypto assets, which is funny.
It makes sense because they've already done the red tape. They already have a relationship with the SEC, so like why not lean into it?
Wild.
Yeah, I want to see. This is going to be an interesting time, man. I'm curious if it's gonna. I don't know if you've noticed, Bitcoin's down.
I've noticed
it's down a bit. Yeah. Which has been.
Is this backwards from like the whole ETF talk though? Like I don't get what's happening.
What do you mean? Which part?
Like would you expect this big of a dip right before they get an ETF approved? Would that be something that you would like that's normal? I don't know. It seems kind of like an odd thing. Not only that, but the market was showing that you probably were going to see another bull run on Bitcoin, right? Because it was up past 30K.
Right, and the halvening is coming.
The halvening is coming.
And
yes. When is the halvening?
I think it's April. This spring, whatever it is, it's this spring. And so
it's going to happen.
So my immediate assumption is that's going to have a noticeable impact the second it happens, right? We'll see what that impact is, but it will be measurable.
Yeah, it will.
As BTC is down for the last couple of days, I feel like I've been buying it at a discount.
Have you been buying more?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. I want to buy more, but I'm like,
yeah, no. Plus, you got like.
I'm like, I already got money into it. I'm good.
And you got
I'm
just gonna let it sit.
Yeah,
be messing around.
I'm like, I can't be messing around with money right now. I'm like, There was another interesting thing that they posted, and this has just been news in general, actually. The whole thing with Logan Paul's rug pull on his, what was it, an NFT project? Yeah.
Oh,
it's like a $1.5 million rug pull. He's essentially, so Logan Paul's $1.5 million NFT reimbursement for CryptoZoo post rug pull is 8 months overdue. So he was supposedly there's this big rug pull on CryptoZoo.
Okay.
And ended up getting all these people invested. He pulled it, made all this money, Now he owes back like 1.5 million that he promised, and it's been like 8 months overdue. Yeah, overdue. And the other day, I don't know if he was on some like what is it called when the fighters go up on a
panel?
Panel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was on a panel the other day with another famous kid, and I don't know if they're like setting up a fight or something, but he called him out for the Crypto Zoo stuff.
Really?
And he's like, I'm working on it. He's like, oh dang, dude.
You know, Logan's also supposed to be in possession of like a legit alien video.
What? Really?
Yeah. Yeah. There was a dude on Rogan a while back who's like, I can't remember anybody's names, but he said it's like the single most convincing piece of footage that he's ever seen in his life. It's like mid-90s camcorder. He said that
And he's
something
just
above
not
the
sharing
car.
it?
Yeah, allegedly. He's like, Logan Paul has this video. And he's like,
Sure.
Rogan, I know you know Logan Paul. I need you to get this video from him. And I've never heard anything said.
I'm actually surprised Joe hasn't had either of the Paul brothers on. That is surprising. I understand
Any
that
of the Paul brothers.
Yeah,
Are there 3?
I think there's 2.
Oh,
I think it's just 2 of them.
I don't know. They keep.
There might be another
They all look
one,
good.
but I'm surprised that he hasn't had any of them on. They're like big into fighting. There's some of the like highest attention figures in the world right now.
That's true. I mean,
He's not interested in celebrities or that kind of thing. He's interested in talking with interesting people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like he just had on, did you see the what was his name? The Cobra Hunter or whatever it was?
Yeah. I haven't watched it yet. It's in my queue. I'm
was
still
good.
working through Posty.
Yeah.
It's a long episode.
It's
man.
5
like
hours almost, isn't it?
Yeah. This is turning into the Rogan reviews.
Yeah, the Rogan reviews.
podcast.
All right, we're trying to stay on schedule here. Hold on. Let's see. I can read more on this one, but I don't know if it's even worth talking about. It's now been a few months since. Yeah, this one's not that interesting anymore. There was some video. I wonder if the video's on here. Yes, it is. All right, should we play it?
Yeah.
Why not, right?
Yeah.
I'd like to announce my 3-step plan moving forward. Step 1. I do need to focus my attention where it should be, which is on fans and supporters of me. You guys mean the world to me, so I'd like to announce my 3-step plan moving forward. Step 1, Jeff and I are going to burn our zoo tokens so we have no financial upside in the game, and it will add value to holder tokens. Step 2, we want to offer a rewards program for players who are disappointed in the status of the game. So essentially, you're going to be able to burn your base egg or your base animal for the mint price, which was 0.1 ETH or the equivalent in BNB. I am personally committing 1,000 ETH to this, which is about $1.3 million right now for players who want to get out. And then step 3, obviously finish and deliver the game as outlined in the white paper. So I do need to focus my attention where it should be.
So his plan is to finish the game and actually release it, which is kind of, I think that's kind of his effort at holding on to current egg holders.
Right.
Right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like his last little hurrah. Hopefully this still plays out.
So his plan is to burn a bunch of these tokens and move in about 1,000 ETH into. I assume these are all ERC20s. Like,
Yeah.
I'm actually not super familiar with Crypto Zoo, what they're doing.
Me either. No idea. I think it's like a, what was that farm game? I would imagine it would be something like that where you own an animal and evolve it.
So they're all.
And then each one of them's an NFT. You
Yeah.
own them, and
Yeah.
and it has this blockchain aspect to it.
Cute. I'm into it.
Why not?
So they're going to burn a bunch of tokens, and
Yep.
they're going to bring in some ETH, and they're going to try
And
to
say that
finish
they
the
have
game.
no financial upside, which maybe
Maybe. I mean, no financial upside?
none.
None? No gas, no
Yeah,
transit, like nothing?
kind of weird.
You're going to just buy a bunch of eggs off of
Yeah.
people? Because, all right. All right.
Cool. 5.2. Oh. Anyways, all this other stuff is just kind of general market stuff. I don't know if there's been a whole lot going on in crypto outside of like the
SEC stuff.
big SEC and ETF.
Well, it's
filings
calming down a little bit. at least as far as the news coverage goes. SBF, I think he just got...
Didn't he just go to prison for? He just another.
Yeah, he didn't get
dude.
bail.
Just can't stop, dude.
No.
Yeah, that's wild.
But part of the problem is we haven't really seen much coverage of it because the rest of the world is crazy right now. You see Prigozhin yesterday?
No.
So, if you remember a couple months back, there was an army of mercenaries that rolled in on Moscow.
Yes.
A bunch of Russian soldiers,
Yes.
little army rolls in, and then the leader of that army is...
which is like a little like militia, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's essentially against the government.
Yeah,
there,
well, they're mercenaries, right? So they're
Right.
like, we'll do whatever.
We'll get it all done. Yeah,
Yeah.
no worries.
So they march into Moscow. He goes up, he talks to Putin for a bit, and then they all just march off. And everyone's like, what the hell was that? Well, that guy died in an airplane crash yesterday. The general of that army.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I saw a video of him talking to
Yeah.
one of his comrades or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. So that guy died yesterday in
That's
a plane
wild.
crash. And Reddit has videos of the plane, and it's missing a wing. So it was shot down.
Yeah.
It was shot down.
100% it was shot down.
Yeah. So like, there's a bunch of crazy shit going on, and then it's like, well, what's Logan Paul do?
yeah. Yeah. Let's talk about Logan Paul.
So I don't know. It's gonna be because in the States here we just started the political debates for the next election.
Yeah, I saw that the Republican debate. The first
Yeah.
one's coming up, right?
Yeah,
When is
it
that
was
one?
last night.
Last
I
night.
think. So I'm gonna watch.
How long does it go for?
Until the election.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So
That's fun.
so we're gonna have the primary, right? Which is the Republicans voting against or for the Republicans and the Democrats voting for the Democrats. But because Biden's already in office, nobody's gonna primary Biden right now.
Right.
So they're trying to decide which Republican is gonna run against Biden, and crypto is gonna come up. And this is what I'm gonna be watching for because people like DeSantis have already talked about this, where they are basically banning central bank digital currencies. So Florida has banned it. It's
Love it.
Not allowed. Right?
Good.
Down.
Good for them.
Super down.
Yes.
So I'm curious what those debates are going to turn into when they actually get on that topic, because a lot of the time it's a little bit outside of the knowledge of these politicians, right? It's fairly technical shit going on.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're not diving into that
Right.
stuff. They don't know what they're talking
Yeah,
about.
that's not-
I mean,
yeah.
this isn't, and it's also not a thing that they're studying on their free time either, right? They're studying things like border patrol and
Yeah, yeah.
immigration and
Yeah.
things that like aren't really. It seems like they don't put a whole lot of focus on like tech advancement knowledge and things like that.
this
Why is that?
Well,
It seems
because
odd.
It's hard, and because most of them are old.
Yeah.
And, but the other thing is that like this is one of the problems that I hope we can actually figure out at some point is like we don't have a technically minded Senate, for instance.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
and I'm okay with the president not being as well versed in this kind of stuff because like really what can the president do?
No, right. A president needs to be well spoken.
Yeah, and
Right?
he needs
And
a
he
good
needs-
economist that
Yeah,
works
and-
for him.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And he needs to be able to inspire people. That's his main job. And I don't think, when it comes to the tech stuff, there's plenty of people that work for him.
yeah.
Yeah.
The problem is the Senate is the Congress in general, not just the Senate. The House is a little bit young. I would say the House is probably much younger actually, but the Senate is a lot of people who've been there for their entire lives and aren't going anywhere until
Yep.
they die.
Yeah, right.
And
Which is wild.
it's part of the reason that we have, because like we're talking about a Congress that keeps re-upping the Patriot Act, and they're down with us being spied on and all of that stuff.
And now there's this second round of COVID vaccines. Go get your booster again.
Yeah, I saw
as if
some
anybody's
masks.
having problems with this.
I know. I know. My
As
friend has
if
COVID right
the
now.
agenda isn't clear now.
Yeah.
Right.
My friend has COVID right now. She called me. She's like, I want to go to the gym, but I can't. I'm like, yeah, okay. And she's like, I have COVID. It's like her third time getting it.
You're like, go to the gym. You've had it 3 times.
You're going to be fine. Just go for a walk at least. Go outside, get some sun.
Yeah.
That's what you
sun,
need.
fresh air. One thing I wanted to bring up a cool idea. I was thinking about it the other day. To me, it's odd that you haven't had a Jarvis released as
Right.
like a big company releasing a
Right.
Jarvis-like.
Where's my
model.
AI assistant?
Yeah.
Where is mine? I want
No,
one.
no, because it's incredibly possible now, right? I mean, like if you go and look at like TikTok's vocal thing, I don't
Yeah.
know what they use, but it sounds like a real voice, right?
Yeah, it does.
Like fluctuations in tone and
weird.
everything really, really
It's
close, right?
weird.
Just attach that to a language model,
Right.
right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
It seems like a super simple thing. I'm wondering, okay, let's go down that rabbit hole a little bit. I'm wondering if this isn't getting any attention because somebody bigger has something in the pipeline.
Maybe.
And they're just, they
Maybe.
bought up all the different media lines to
Yeah.
keep it from coming out.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that there's little solo projects that have done this already. 100%, right? If you watch on TikTok and stuff, there's little things that come up. The one that makes the most sense to me where this could come true is Siri.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Like
Siri's
it
the
seems
one.
like there she is. Yep. It seems
Not
like
you.
that's the next step for Apple, right? The
Right.
next big release. It's like you just did this AR headset thing. It's like if that doesn't catch hold as quick as you guys want it to, you haven't even released it yet. But if that doesn't catch hold as quick as you want it to, your next iPhone's just going to have, Siri backed by Chat 4.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And that's going to be nuts. Because Siri's
yeah.
kind of useless right now.
I know. I know. And she'll tell you, I'm sorry.
Yeah. She'll literally say, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I don't know. What to do.
But it feels like the next step. So I
Dude.
think, what is the next one coming out? iPhone 15? Is it the 15, 16? I don't know. I think I have the 14.
I'm sitting on a 12 and
Yeah, my goodness.
I know.
I think it's the 15 out next, but it seems like the next step.
Yeah. No, I agree. And it'll be cool. The thing is, like, I already use AI in my job for a couple of things. I use it to help me get documents. Well, I say she. The robots proofread my stuff for me.
Yeah.
And then we have an AI assistant that comes to our stand-ups and
Takes notes.
takes notes,
Note-taking.
records action items. Lately, the most recent update for it, it now sends me messages in Slacks for my action items, and I have like little buttons on I did it or I haven't done it yet.
Right.
So like it's keeping tabs on me.
Yeah.
That's what I want. If I just have
100%.
an AirPod in my ear all day and it's just keeping track of things I promised to do, that
Right,
alone,
yeah, exactly.
just giving me action items
But
all
this
day.
goes back to the freaking Jarvis functionality where it's like then all of a sudden halfway through the day you hear something in your ear that's like, hey, you said
Yeah, brother.
3 hours ago you were
Yeah.
going to do this. Why haven't you done it yet?
Yeah.
Because what's cool about that is now all of a sudden you can give a personality to the thing that's talking to you.
Right, right. What I want to see, because what happens after that is unscripted. What's the word I'm looking for? Procedurally generated video games, where the characters can just create conversations with you.
Yeah.
You know, you
Right.
can just roll in and talk to some random dude in a city, and he's actually
And it would have
Conversing
and that
with you.
and that character would have an objective, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's an objective behind like what he's trying to get out of the conversation.
But
now
otherwise-
it could be absolutely tailored to the player.
yeah.
Which would be nuts. The thing is none of this is far off. Like this
No,
could be
it's-
done
it's-
tomorrow.
It's pretty soon. Yeah.
Before we would talk about stuff like this, like, oh, wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah,
This
in
is all
10,
kind of a
20
pipe
years,
dream. Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
No, this is now.
This is happening.
It's happening.
It's nuts.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's odd that hasn't happened already. Because ChatGPT came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And even though Google's had this model since 2017, I think, right? Isn't that when it was really starting to get
Yeah.
well-rounded?
When was 2019 or something? I don't remember.
Was ChatGPT 3?
Yeah, I think so.
OpenAI was the first. I thought Google was running these models
They're all
before
doing it.
OpenAI.
I think
but
they're all in competition right now. They're all racing to
100%.
the scariest.
Yeah, exactly. They are, huh?
So,
Yeah, I just I don't know. It's gonna be really cool to see what comes out. But I was just watching too. You need to watch the Rogan cast. He had somebody on. What was his name? I'll have to go through and look for it.
Yeah, let's find out.
Yeah.
I do have a hard stop right now. I
No,
got to
you're
go
good.
teach
Yeah.
people how to do some database stuff.
Database stuff.
you
Let me
wanna-
just tell you this. You
Yeah,
can
yeah.
Wait 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Come on. I gotta. Don't leave me here on a cliffhanger, man. Damn. What's his name? This one's really good though because he is like an AI, like a language model AI specialist.
Yeah.
Mark Andreessen.
Yes.
So Mark Andreessen was on and he was giving some of his insights on how he sees this going, and the same people that are pushing for all this like monitoring and what's the other word for it? Like
Spying.
no, it's spying, yeah. Well, no, like trying to censor.
Oh, yeah.
Like
yeah.
the people that are all
Yeah.
trying to kind of censor social media and everything are switching over to AI and language models now
to handle that job.
to handle that job, which is no bueno.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
who knows where that's going to
Yeah,
end up? But kind of,
let's talk about that later.
yeah.
Okay. Well, guys, remember we're gonna have podcast space that you guys can come and check out. It'll be I don't know. The next episode we see, I'm gonna be out of town.
Yeah.
But the next episode we see will likely be in the new studio.
Yeah, likely. I think it might be a week or two. Who knows? But
Cool. So
this is not a bad. Little
check it
setup
out. We'll
for
drop
me.
information to like schedule time, things like that, and looking forward to seeing anybody's projects. Honestly, I'm looking
real.
forward to that.
Let's make it happen. Okay.
All right, thanks,
Let's
guys.
get you out of here. Ciao.